Hello everyone, my name is K-Hug, you can call me Kyler, and welcome to or welcome back to the Season 2 Let's Play Minecraft Survival Series. Whether you're a longtime subscriber or just stumbled in here, I want to thank you for your support, so hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, share with your friends, and leave some kind words in the comments down below. Before we get started, I just want to tell you all that we've had quite a few new subscribers in the past couple of videos, and as much as I appreciate that, I want to be able to appreciate you in return. So don't forget to leave a comment in any of the videos, and we can get you added to that community member board. All right, let's get into the video. As you can see behind me, I've got some nice visitors. Well, unnice visitors. We're gonna see what happens if I turn. I think they blow up if I do this. Yeah, we don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and just replenish some of our tools here by getting rid of some of these guys. Apologies for the noise. Perfect. So I have been here for exactly 1 hour. Now this may not be the most efficient creeper farm, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a quick check. And it is 2.5 stacks. I'm actually super impressed by this. I wasn't expecting anything near 2.5 stacks. So with what we've got in here for paper, which we've got a paper farm, we've got enough to make ourselves quite a few more rockets. And we need to do just that because we're kind of running out and I want to be able to get back to base. Now, I don't really need much of this in my inventory anymore, but we need our shulker boxes as long as we got those. Okay, so I've got everything I need. I will meet you guys back at base, and we'll craft up some more rockets. And now that those varmints are gone, we can get back to what we were doing. We do have some extra gunpowder, which is pretty cool. So we used all the paper we had and have extra gunpowder. This is exactly what we wanted. As long as gunpowder does not end up being our limiting factor, I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and shove these in here. We're going to have to make it the old rocket box from the last series. We had a shulker in our ender chest to be able to store rockets for endless supply. Now, what I want to do is this is the thought that I had. So this cool volcanic hot lava terraining that we're doing here, I just considered why not also bring in some crimson nylium. We could also use the warp blocks, but those are obviously more expensive. But what I can do is I can also include this into the surrounding area other than just netherrack. And hopefully, we're just gonna test a couple pieces. If it looks okay, I gotta get my inventory back in working order here. If it looks okay, we could add some of those trees into this overworld biome, which may end up looking pretty cool. So I'm just gonna clear out like a good chunk here, as long as it's 13. Perfect. Oh my goodness, this is gonna look fantastic. If we just sporadically add, kind of like we're doing with the blackstone and the magma blocks in this nylium, the crimson nylium, this could look super cool. This gives us a place to plant these trees, make them grow. I may even add some dead ones in here, closer to the lava sources. Maybe we'll have some bigger blackstone open areas. And what I'll do is I will use the basalt. Looks like correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks just like a burnt tree trunk. It's got the same bark texture as regular trees, but it just looks crisped and charcoaled, and I think it'll look really similar to burnt trees. If we can add some burnt trees around and grow some of these crimson trees on this nylium, then we can have a full ecosystem down here, and maybe we even add in some other cool features. What I wanted to get done today is, I hadn't really anticipated it, is the gold farm. At least get started on it. And I know that it takes quite a bit of obsidian. We got quite a few ender chests here. Quite a bit of obsidian that I do not necessarily have. So we're gonna need to go source some obsidian. And I think I saw a lava lake somewhere flying around. And we just take our bucket of water with us. We've got some train tracks here we used from the last thing. We always try to keep our torches somewhere handy. So I believe I passed a lava lake out and about. So let's go ahead and go fly around real quick and see if we can locate that lava lake. I've made it a total of 50 blocks from base and forgot there is one right down here. I need to be careful because this might be more than one block deep. But go ahead and block that off. And let's dig out as much of this obsidian as we can. What we're gonna do is, if you haven't made a gold farm, or I don't know if this is a place you want to come for a tutorial because I don't know what I'm doing either, but I believe you need to maximize your nether portal, and that maximum space is 23 by 23. So we do need, what is 23 times 4? 100, well, geez, wow, 80. Oh, Careful there. That's 92, maybe? Something like that. Somebody can double check me on a calculator. But anyways, we need close to 100, if not maybe a little more than 100 obsidian. Now, we've officially collected a little, almost 2 stacks of obsidian. That's perfect. I don't know how much lava I'm going to need. I know it does take some. I don't need that or this, or really that either. The rest of the thing is built out of just stone. Now, it doesn't have to be pretty. Now, I did use a ton of stone for the creeper farm, which means we're pretty much out of stone. So I'm going to have to do something in order to get some stone to build this thing. What that's going to be is well, honestly, I don't know. So now if I just take this and I go from the center, including this block, 11 in both directions, and then we build a giant box. Look at the size of that portal. That is 22 by 23. I did that because this is centered on a chunk now, this chunk here. Works spectacularly. Now, what I do need to go do is I need to go get a couple observers, a dispenser, a bucket of water, and then a flint and steel so we can light this thing over and over and over again until a zombie piglet falls out this side or this side. I'll be right back. So we've arrived back at the portal here, and the only reason we brought the materials that are this dispenser and stuff is because we need to create a little portal breaker here, if you will. What we're going to do is this is going to have a bucket of water. It's going to dispense this bucket of water and break this portal over and over again. Then we just need a little box here, however you need to do that, to catch the water. But then right here on the back side of this, you just want to place 2 observers, one into each other. That way when they update, that's facing down. Maybe we'll jump in from the side here. As they face each other, they should repeatedly click. There goes the water. And now we need to stand here, or somewhere, and we need to keep clicking this portal. We'll stand over here, I guess, until we see a piglin drop out, either on the right or the left-hand side. And I think, yes, we can see it. They all spawn on the left-hand side. We gotta get rid of these guys. Is that guy mad? Yeah, he is. I forget how hard these guys hit. Wow. All right, and that's exactly what we're doing this for. We got some gold nuggies. Now, we have the portal ready to go. Now comes the fun part that I don't functionally understand. We can get rid of this. Of course, we got rid of it in the middle of the water being shot out. I'm going to get rid of the rest of this junk here. This becomes our piglin sorting device. You know they drop off on this side that we're standing on now. I need to make a funnel, so as they spawn and drop through, they fall into a system that conveys them over either left or right. I actually might make mine meet in the middle, have them flow this way and from that way, and then they'll flow away from this towards the gold thing over there. So I don't have to transport the items as far. I can just transport the piglins. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to I don't have enough dirt to really design this, but I want to get started on laying out the general shape and direction that this is going to go. So we know our guys come out on this side. What I want to do is go get our 2 shulker boxes that are full of our remaining. Jeez. I'm going to go get our 2 shulker boxes with our remaining stone items in them and come back over here and get ready to build the rest of this in the next day. Another block here to flow in that direction. Now I'm seeing a problem here. If they're bouncing trying to get out, they're hitting their heads right here. And they're not passing this little point. May have to drop them down 1 block earlier in order to get them to make that corner. And in order to do that, what I might do is lower this down. We'll go like maybe 4 blocks, lower them down. We'll put a sign here to stop the water flow. I think that's going to be the solution here. Or we drop this down twice in 1 spot. So now our guys are being shoved down here, and technically we can go 1 or 2 more blocks, and I think we'll be able to drop them down into the auto kill chamber. But I got to keep in mind that all of this material will get funneled eventually. Oh, we're supposed to name tag some cats here. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to tame these cats so cats quit spawning. That way they're owned by me and they can't spawn. Whatever. It is what it is. So I want these guys to be pushed into a kill chamber with a trident killer, which is perfect if this is a 2-wide channel, because a trident killer is a 2x2 box. But I want to move them, I'm thinking, as close as I can to this. Or do I just go ahead and drop them straight down here? Maybe I'll push them in until we are roughly where this box is at. Yeah, let's go ahead and move them forward a little bit farther. 1 block at a time. Let's just see how far the water flows. That's the end of it there. And then I don't think I can go underneath this because I'll cause an issue with the water there. So what I can do, though, is set this as our fall box, the box that they're going to get into to fall down the 19 blocks into a kill chamber. It doesn't have to be 19. That's the number I chose. I may change that just so we know it actually works. I'm having some preservations about whether or not... I'm going to do another little dam thing here. Whether or not this is going to fully work being this close to the iron farm. So I'm trying not to break the iron farm, but also get this farm to work. Kind of an odd combination of ordeals here. And again, we need this to actually drop down 1 more. So I'm going to do it like here because it's got to flow evenly into this pit down here. What we're going to have to do is we're going to build a system here that right here will give us our 3 gold items. Now I think gold on the left, right is iron. That's perfect. This side will be our iron items, and the reason I have 3 here is what I'm going to do is once we get everything set up, I will have iron all come down here. I will have flowers all come down here, but then some of the flowers can be just turned into compost, which turns into bone meal come down on this block here. So right now we're kind of focusing on the iron side of things, and in order to do this, or the gold side, I don't want to focus on that one because of the water issue, but in order to do this, we need all of our items to come down to a specific point here. And this collection system is not going to be super advanced. Let me go ahead and I think I might have some of the materials necessary here. I do, but not a lot. Okay. Pretty much what's going to happen here is I want there to be 3 chests in this early direction. And actually, I just did all those in the wrong spot because I've got a conflict. We're going to have a double chest across here. But for the meantime, it's going to be a single chest until I get enough wood. These hoppers will go into said chest. There'll be hoppers going in the opposite direction. There'll be a line of torches. I need some repeaters. I need some... comparators, some a bucket of lava. I need a bunch of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this wood that we got in our other shulker box, which you cannot see here because I don't have it pulled up. But I'm going to go run back. I'm going to grab a bunch of the materials that we need, and then maybe I'll do a little step-by-step on how to do this. I'm back as far as I can, but it's a hopper into a chest, a hopper in the opposite direction of the chest you're sorting into. Comparator out, redstone, redstone, redstone down. Then across the bottom, we have a repeater going into a block with the redstone torch leading into a block beneath this here. Hope that all makes sense. Now let's get this sealed up. And this last bit of hoppers is going to be the road that the items travel through. And pretty much all I'm doing here is I'm going to set this to be a lava pit. And we're going to have all of your materials that come down this chute fall into this, which is kind of like a garbage bin. And this will be, let me face this down, this will be where all of the swords and stuff arrive. Just want to make sure there's no way for anything else to burn. All right, we need a bucket of lava that'll go in there. We're not worried about that at the moment. We need it to sense when something's in here. You know, I've built plenty of these things. You'd think I'd be an expert. So every time a block shows up here, our block A. Oh, we gotta make sure we're careful here because there's lava there. This thing here, when it senses there's an item inside of it, it'll spit out a signal, and then we will quickly build up a little clock here like this. Perfect. In order to test this, I need to put my lava in. So we've got a box full of lava here. Got to sneak that lava back in there like so. And then to test this, we will throw in a couple blocks in here. Perfect. And there's those items being dispensed and burned away. That'll be all of the swords and the leftovers. Now we just need to get the trident killer installed. It's going to be a little more difficult because I have not given myself enough room to work. So I'm just going to take out one more row real quick so I can get all the torches properly put in here. And then all of the observers to go with those. Now, if we learned anything from before, we want the observers to look at the piston. Okay, so that's wrong. We want them to look at the torches. Like that. Okay, it seems to be working. I don't know if I can get it turned off now, though. Perfect. So the trident killer is ready to go. And we just need now... Actually, we don't need to do anything up here. We can take this lever back off, right? Oh, no, we need the lever. We need the lever somewhere we can access it. I hadn't thought about this until just now. I want to be able to turn this thing off and on, so how far away am I from the little room we were just in? Perfect. Kind of a crude little way to get to and from this button. We can put some of this back, and we'll take that one out. Nailed it. Okay, so we've got access to the lever off and on. I hear the pistons running there. We've got access to the water tunnel here. We'll get rid of this once we get the water in, but the only thing we need to do now is get ourselves a little room built here. We're covering that floor up. What I'm doing here is right here. Ooh, did I mismath this? No, I just didn't put this up high enough. Okay, you fill this floor in even with the bottom of those pistons so you don't lose your mind, okay? And then what I've done here is I'm going to create ourselves a little item collection thing. And this is going to collect all of the items. We don't have a hopper at the moment, apparently, once again. Dispensers go the direction you face, don't they? Yeah, okay. So we're going to put a dispenser there, which I believe a dispenser shoots items too. And from this dispenser... Wait, hold on. Where is our... Okay. Let me restart this just for clarity. So we've got everything where we need it, technically. I can fill this in now. So we don't have any lost guys up here or items that get stuck. Everything will fall in here. We're going to add the floor that they stand on. This back wall can just be filled in. We've got the item dispenser. It's going to dispense the items, darn it, into the water stream here. We need a hopper and a hopper minecart. I don't know why we don't have either one of those items. I thought we had everything we needed. Did I put them in here? Well, there definitely is some hoppers in there. But we also need a hopper minecart. I thought we had... There it is. I knew we had one. We just put it into a box for some reason. And then we crawled underneath those chests. Let me get up in here. Did I bring the rail with me? Ah, I did. Perfect. So into the back of this dispenser is a hopper with a rail on top and a hopper minecart, which is going to close that off. Top of that, that'll suck the items through the trident killer, which is right here. Those items get sucked through to this chest, into here, and then dispensed into this water stream, which we'll do here coming up. That is all good to go. Don't really need that. I'll block this off. The items are dispensed into water, flow in this direction. I need a piece of ice to get them. They'll come around this corner. They'll hit a piece of ice. They will speed up along this waterway. Maybe one more piece of, 2 pieces of ice maybe, and then the items will run across the tops of these hoppers here. What we need to do is face one of these this direction, 5 facing in to that guy. You box this off like so, all the way around. And then I think we're gonna open this up like that. Those are gonna be trap doors in here. Like so. And then I fill the rest of this box in. I'm really curious to see if this actually works because I don't understand it. And if I watch it work, maybe I'll learn something. You fill this whole bad boy in, and then you drop a bucket of lava in here, and apparently it's gonna light this portal. Now, I just want to let it be known, I do not believe this works, and I have no idea how this works. This little box here with all these trapdoors and these observers is supposedly going to light this. Now that's... oh. That is not what I expected to happen. Again, don't ask any questions. I don't know. Now, what I can do from here, since that's working, is... oh, I already hear zombie piglins falling down below. Perfect. So apparently it worked, the first light. This, on the other half, I do understand. Not one there either. Okay, let's get right up in his face, like that. That will dispense the water bucket when I put it in the inventory. But the other thing I can do real quick is I think if I go get a sticky piston, I kind of thought this through. If I get a sticky piston, I should be able to create some sort of signal that pulls this guy away and stops this thing from turning off and on. Let me run back to base, grab some stickiness, some slime balls, maybe one more piston, and hopefully we can get this thing up and running. I know nothing about redstone. There's no way that I did this right the first time. So everything seems to be functional here. If I just block all that off, we can leave a little spooky tunnel, or we can put some torches in here. Let's torch it up. We don't want anything to spawn in here. We don't need any problems. And then I'm gonna put a little step up, a little redstone dust, this and that. That's off. I'll consider that on. Let's go up top real quick. It might be inverted controls. No, it is on. Okay. One last trick question for ourselves. I'm going to run back down there, flip the lever down, and see what happens. If I have mastered redstone on my own, I'm about to be the happiest Minecrafter alive. Holy cow, he's done it. Alright, well, the bucket is in. I hear things that shouldn't be in there, down inside there. I'm a little concerned about those noises. It's light enough in here, nothing ought to spawn. I want to get a row of... we're going to build this up, way up. And then I want to get a row of leaves across everything to pretty this up. I will not pretty it up this episode, not worried about that. We've got the bucket in there. We've got everything set up, ready to go. That trapdoor thing is good. All I need to go do is turn that lever on and then clean my inventory out. All I need to do is head down, turn the levers on, both of them, and pray that this thing works. Portal breaker on. Sounds like it's working. Trident. Alright, Trident Killer is on, and now we should be able to come right over here and wait for all of our lovely bits to flow in. See if we got any items down here yet. Not yet, which is concerning. So I may dig some of this out. We just got to be careful of where we dig. Okay, well, they're in here. They're in here and they're definitely catching some hands. Oh no. That seems to be working. I've got to find the item distributor. Nothing has been collected yet. Oh, I don't have a trident in there yet. Well, silly me. The only other thing is I could technically stand here and gain XP. If I stood right here, would I gain XP? I don't need access to there. But if I put a door and stood here, I think we might gain some XP. Okay, we've got to go get a trident. I totally forgot about that part. Let's go grab a trident, and hopefully this thing is up and ready to go. We're going to name it because I like to do this sometime. This is the Gold Gatherer. The Gold Gatherer. The Gold Gathery Boy. The Gold Gathery Boy. There we go. I just need to find out where I can stand without messing this up. Okay, I just can't walk into that corner. As long as the XP comes here, I'm fine. Oh. Did I turn that on? That's off. Where'd that guy come from? Oh, the portal's just open. Okay. Activate that. There comes the annoying portal noises. If we stand here and wait patiently. All right. Pigmen are falling in. Pigmen are dying quickly. Holy cow, really quickly. Wow, this is way more effective than the creeper farm. Maybe I should listen to people online and not my own thoughts. That, I believe, or I know, is a fully functional, super noisy. Let's go stand up here and grab some XP. Wow, filled that up right away. We'll go ahead and patch the rest of our tools up here, but we can get, now we have 2 XP farms. We have the creeper XP farm, which doubles as a gunpowder farm, and now we also have this super noisy gold farm, which also doubles as an XP farm. Let's head back upstairs and take one look at this from the air because it's super silly looking. And look at this thing go. Oh, we de-rendered it. Look at this thing go. It is pumping its little heart away, giving us all the gold that it can, and I think I'm going to sit here for about an hour. Oh, step back. There we go. We've got no noise if we stand back here. I'm going to sit AFK for about an hour and let this thing run and see what the rates are like, but you can see all the pigmen that are spawning here. This thing works actually way better than I ever expected. This is a good place to stand, except for you guys are a little noisy. But yeah, I think that it may bring us to... Oh, back up a little bit. We've gotten too close again. All right, hold on. Let's just get out of here. Want to just get out of here? Let's go. All right, well, that's going to do it for us today. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. And since you're still here hanging out, don't forget to check out the community channel. We've got some trivia. We've got some this or that. I try to keep updating you guys with things we're going to do. I keep smashing my face into things. Love that, too. If you're already here, if you're still here, geez, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, share with your friends, and leave some kind words in the comments down below. Until next time, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.